Empress. Okay, so the caption reads, undeniable reality that some people formulate narratives in order to justify your distance while you guys are not close, or they're trying to diagnose or justify why you are the way that you are, why you move the way that you move, okay? Meaning some of these, you may encounter individuals who are taking this personal. And you're going to have, so you have the Hang Muse has revealed itself. And then you have the Eight of Emotions. So this is definitely talking about you being emotionally distant. You distancing yourself. You moving away. Or for some of you guys, this could be environments where it's kind of like a black hole. Environments where you could get sucked into dark activity, or mind you, because not all darkness is bad. So you could get sucked into, in a sense, let's just say frequencies and energies that work against your light, or drain your light, okay? So it's not that it's anything personal. Have there been individuals in these environments who could have directly offended you or made attempts to do so? Absolutely. So it's kind of giving maybe like individuals feeling like, or it's coming off like just a couple of people or just one person could have ruined it for everybody type of thing, especially if you're somebody who's very well much so loved and liked, okay? People appreciate your vibes, how you carry yourself. You're sort of like a muse. There's something that really stands out about you. People could find that your views could be very harsh. They could feel like your boundaries, your standards, your moral compass, or things that you hold of value may be pretty harsh, or they may be using these things, like for example, like maybe your platforms or whatever, they could be using these things in order to gauge whether anything is being directed at them or whether they align or do not align. And you guys are not really for that. You know, you're simply just sharing your views. You sharing if it was as it pertains to your legacy, the influence, the impact, and the example that you want to leave. Like, this is mostly what you guys address and speak on, okay? It's not that you're just sitting around just judging people without cause or just being mean and bitter. Like, you're none of these things. You guys are very sweet, loving, kind, honest people. But that's the thing, you're honest, okay? Honesty, you know, is not always it's not always sweet tea, you know. Honesty and truth could be bitter tea, you know, but it's good for you, right? It's detoxifying, it's purifying, okay? But that's what's coming out here, you guys. You guys could be dealing with this type of energy, especially if you guys have revisited or entertained some gatherings over this week. Okay, so we have the Page of Voices here. Give me some more cards in regard to this message. What does the collective need to know? Or what could you provide us for clarity and confirmation, divine, or anything else besides the direct message? Okay, so we have the Knight of Voices. So definitely a lot of thoughts here. A lot of thoughts, if not thoughts, communication. Okay. Thoughts and communication. All right. Any more in regards to this particular message, divine? Okay. We do have the Wheel. Okay, and I did channel this. We also have the Moon card. Okay. You may have some individuals feeling betrayed by your energy, or there's a mystery of betrayal here, or there's some type of like this energy is present. So like I said, people could be feeling betrayed by you, or there can be a significant change witnessed after you being betrayed by someone or some people that may be mutually in the group, right? So with the Page of Voices, okay, which would be the Page of Swords, Okay, so it's something here about people battling their thoughts, their own thoughts. Okay, so just be mindful of projections, you know, intentional and unintentional. Okay, battling their own thoughts. For some individuals, this could be them just taking a view at themselves, or reviewing over, you know, aspects of themselves that they may feel requires more growth, um, or is not exactly developed where they would like it to be, whether this be past, present, or future. They could just be reflecting over some things here, wondering if maybe they said something, did something out of the way, or not even just them, but this could even be them reflecting over things that you possibly said or did. Okay, with the hanged muse here, something about a change or a shift in perspective. Okay, so all right, so there could definitely be communication going on here. You could be being approached, or it's something about people coming to you with their narrative of you, or kind of projecting onto you what they feel, what assessments they feel like they've derived after watching your behavior, watching some type of shift, some type of change, you being distant, you being emotionally distant. Okay, you guys being introverted but selectively extroverted type of thing. You guys being perfectly fine with being distant. Okay, it's something about some type of review or reflection or assessment. People trying to create their own understanding of why this is. Some of you guys are definitely going to encounter false narratives, okay, be brought to you. And even if you was to clear it up, now for some people you may be able to clear it up, but there's definitely a strong energy here of people holding on to what narrative that they've already fixed. So there's something about fixed energy could be significant. So the fixed signs, okay, which doesn't have to be anybody's sun sign, but the fixed signs are Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, and Taurus. Okay, so somebody could have either one of these placements, or there could be something significant about those houses, which would be the second house, the 8th house, the 5th house, and the 11th house. So this is definitely pertaining to groups here with the Aquarius energy. Okay, there's something about your individuality, your uniqueness, your originality that's standing out here. You could be like the odd one out. You could be like the sore thumb type of energy. You know, stand out, stick out like a sore thumb type of energy, unintentionally. All right, you have the 7 of Cups here, and then you have the 8 of Cups that's popping up again. Okay, something about you choosing what works best for you. You know, it's not even that anything is personal, as it pertains to you protecting your emotional energy, your energy overall. There's, you know, this is definitely somebody that has some amount of wisdom. Okay, they're not just emotionally distant just to be emotionally distant, but it's somebody who is a very sensitive person, sensitive to energies. Okay, somebody who does require like time alone, because in this 8 of Cups energy, this person is alone. Like, it's almost like just this huge land and they're alone. Okay, you see their shadow. Okay, this is somebody who's, you know, who walks in balance with their shadow. This is somebody who's taking necessary action to do shadow work. Maybe particular groups, maybe there was some type of maybe the courage to really stand fully in facing their shadow could have took some time. Okay, but yeah, that's what I'm getting here. You got 2 moons here as well. Okay, so there's something about something being illuminated, okay, or secrets being revealed to you, people illuminating their secret emotions or hidden emotions in regards to you or towards you. Okay, and this is not saying that these things will be bad necessarily, but there could just be a little misconstrued, you know, information in the narrative that they pitch to you, only because you guys don't really provide a whole lot for people to gather from, you know, opposed to your general stance, your general You know, it's stand for anything or fall. It's stand for something or fall for anything. You guys have that type of energy. Okay, you're very strong-minded. You know, this is not to say that, oh, you're just gonna do things to make people feel uncomfortable. You know, but at the same time, you're not gonna make yourself feel uncomfortable by trying to modify yourself 100, you know, way too much or drastically, just to make people feel comfortable. Like, if your energy is to be reserved, then you're going to be reserved. If your energy is to be, you know, observant and pleasant and, you know, whatever, then that's just your energy. You know, there could be a challenge between whom you used to be, or an older version of yourself, opposed to who you are now. But there's also connectivity with older versions of yourself, because who you are now has always been there as well. So certain traits and qualities and habits and, you know, how you go about things, those things are still very much so present now as they were before. However, there could have been like a lot more like maybe more openness or more emotional investment in this older version of you. Maybe you could have been more gullible, more naive, less vigilant, less watchful. Okay, you know, those type of things that you gain from experience and, you know, and knowledge of things, knowledge of what's out there, you know, what you need to be aware of. Okay, you know, which now becomes wisdom. So you're somebody who's very wise. Okay, you're very wise. Okay, so yeah, there's something about growth here. Throat chakra, yeah, definitely something here about growth. Okay, your courage, your willpower, how you choose to conduct your will as well. Okay, choices, everybody has choices. So it's something about choices here that's significant. I don't know if people are comparing choices. I'm not sure if that's the thing, but we do have the page of emotions here. Okay, so pages could represent children, pages could represent childhood, inner child, or immaturity. Okay, immaturity, malleability, being malleable. So being able to learn, you know. So we have the high priestess energy here as well. Okay, and the Knight of Pentacles. So so there's definitely something here about steadiness or being steady, or time frame. Okay, time. Something about time. There could have been, so something about a long time, you know. I know a lot of people haven't seen me in a very long time. Okay, so it left a lot of room for speculation, especially seeing the woman that I have, you know, continuously developed into, as well as my thought processes, you know, my morale, my values, and those things developing as well, and shifting and changing. Okay, like this could be like not like a culture shock, but you know, this could be a lot. Okay, because there's a total transformation, not just with your physicalities. Okay, but there's total transformation, and that's a total transformation occurs with every person, everybody. But you know, I feel like it's a matter of the frequency that it shifts and transforms into. Okay, but it can always change. It's always changing. It's always being affected or influenced, right? So we have the Nine of Voices. Okay, that is the Nine of Swords energy. There's something about you developing like deeper perspectives about family or certain people you love and care about. With all this moon energy out here, Cancer, yeah. So Cancer, so really Cancer and Leo is like they rule the family, the mother. Okay, there could be secrets or things coming out, or people expressing emotions in regards to the mother energy as well, like open and honest conversations about the mother, about being nurtured, about the necessity, the essentialness of being nurtured or the lack thereof. Okay, the effects and impact of being brought up a certain type of way via the parenting of a mother. Okay, There's something about taking initiative as well. So, or something is being ignited. Something's being ignited. Okay. Or this could lead to some type of inspired action here for you or for certain individuals outside of you. Okay. Why is the wheel here, divine? The Magician. So we have Gemini, Virgo energy here. So I feel like there's something, there's definitely something here about illusions. Or maybe like illusions, double-minded energy, double-speak energy, okay? Twins. There's heavy emphasis on everything that's like a twin energy in general. Like just the energy in general, like it's very heavy. So like 11, 11, 11s, you could be seeing a lot of that. This could be talking about yin-yang energy, feminine, masculine, actual twin flame soulmates, actual twins, like somebody having twins or a set of twins. The right brain, left brain hemispheres, okay? But there's just something about twin energy that's being highlighted here. Yeah, then we have the Eight of Wands. So something... Oh, there's something about some fortune speeding up here. Okay. So these are some... Okay. So there's definitely some conversations being had here. Like I said, in the caption with that, people having formed narratives. Okay. You guys, through this information, look, another twin energy card here with 5 of voices, but it's 2 faces mirroring each other. Okay, mirroring. You can notice individuals mirroring each other as well as it pertains to you. But also, what I was going to say is you guys are realizing that there's something being ignited within you where it's like you don't really care about... Now, you care, but it's like it's like a timer, okay, on how much you're going to care. And what I mean by that is if somebody comes to you with a certain narrative that they have told themselves and, you know, that they've been standing on, you know, depending on who, what, when, you know, those, right? You're going to give people the opportunity to, you know, hear it from your point of view, you know, and like, hey, this is just my personality, like, this is how I am in general, like, you know, it's really up to them if they're going to choose to be receptive to you giving the honest answer, okay, revealing or unveiling what was once mystery to them. It's up to them to take that information and move forward, okay, or whether or not they choose to believe their narrative instead. But you guys understand that that's completely out of your power and control. It has nothing to do with you, neither does it affect or impact, you know, your journey or your blessings directly, okay? So I feel like that's the biggest thing here out of this whole read. That's the main thing. And this could lead to you manifesting things more quickly, okay? There's something about boldness, all right? There's something about a healthy sense of pride because I'm channeling Leo energy as well, okay? We have Muse of Emotions. This is somebody who's like an inspiration of how to conduct your emotions or how to be balanced with your emotions. Maybe once upon a time you weren't, you know. People saw this. Some individuals have witnessed this development, this strengthening, this balancing. Okay. There could be something significant about your age as well with this time of balance, or you reaching a certain point here. So we have the Ace of Materials, the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is talking about stability here. Like, there's something about people's views of stability that could have been clashing with, I don't know, I guess with your journey, but it's like it's not your job to really, or like, why would you take it personal, basically? Yeah, with the Eight of Swords energy, like, I don't know if there are some individuals that may be wanting you to be in your head about it, or this is talking about them being in their head about something, but you're not, though. So you're not in your head about these things, about people's perspectives, about whether they feel like, or they're judging your journey here with the Fool card, or how you've done things, how you're doing things. They could be trying to make it seem like it's a low vibrational thing. It's like trying to find a problem with nothing. Like, there's nothing wrong with you, but it's like it's something about speculation of trying to find a problem. Something has to be wrong. Like, I don't know what it is, but something wrong with them. Like, just because they feel a certain type of way about how you've chosen to live your life. And then the way that you've chosen to live keeps you at peace, right? It helps you to manifest. And yeah, so we have a death here. Death. So a lot of this is involving or revolving around a death here and a rebirth, a transformation. Period. Alright, some of the signs we have out here, we have Scorpio, Cancer, Gemini, Virgo, Pisces. Got Pisces here twice. Actually, 3 times. So heavy Pisces energy. Again, this is just be talking about, you know, the Neptunian energy as well. Like, veils being lifted, illusions being clarified, like, or being a master of illusions. That could be why the Magician card is here as well. So you guys, there's something about this. It's making, so I'm seeing the character Noob Cybot or Cyborg. Is it Cybot? I think it's Cybot. From SAIBOT, Cybot? Is that how it's spelled? From Mortal Kombat. Okay. That's what I'm getting here heavily for your energy. So it's kind of like you wearing, you know, wearing your earthly vessel and your shadow very well. Like, you utilize them well together. Okay, there's something about you being okay with hiding behind illusions, right? Allowing illusions or people's, you know, narrative, or yeah, it's like a shape-shifting energy, but in a high vibration. Okay, you've mastered being able to use illusions to your advantage. Okay, you have the Knight of Pentacles. Some of you guys actually enjoy people not knowing that much about you. So there could even been like some type of conversation around, oh, you know, now of course depending on who it is. Like, for example, it could be children or whatever. You may be concerned about them not knowing you or remember you, but you're not pressed, you know, and there's nothing weird about it. Like, there's no objective, you know what I'm saying, like, there's no underlying thing about it. And I feel like that's what people are trying to speculate, like, oh, you don't like me, so this is why you don't do this, or this is why you don't. And it's not even that most of the time with who these people are. And then another thing too, you're somebody that even when certain individuals act funny with you, like the things that happen behind the scenes, Okay, you're not out and about, you know, just spewing every single thing about it. Like, you're not telling every detail. People see the aftermath of like your response when you generalize it. Okay, and that's you just being somebody of integrity. That's you having, you know, still trying to preserve some level of respect, you know, instead of just blatantly like calling people out and da 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 da. And it's not a matter of being courageous or bold or strong or being a punk or none of that. Like, it's you still showing love by using discrepancy like you're supposed to. Like, you're supposed to use discretion positively. You know, a lot of people, I don't really see people talking about that like that, you know, but the Bible literally talks about discretion. So you have the Star card and the Four of Wands. So there's something about healing. Oh wow, you got the Devil on the bottom. And the Star card on the freaking top. Yeah. So there's something about you being very structured, okay, level-headed. Um, yeah, and you just, it's like, for some of you guys, so there's something here about peer pressure as well that's significant. You know, you guys are not, you're not a kid anymore where, you know, maybe there were times when you gave in to peer pressure just to make other people feel comfortable with your energy, because you just being you and being bashful, being shy, being however you are, however you were, made them uncomfortable, okay, or made them subconscious or in their head. So they needed you to resort to some type of activity, or maybe an activity that you could have been resistant, you know, to do, or whatever the case may be, right? But they didn't care, you know. They didn't really care about your happiness or your um, even your enlightenment in the situation. So you guys experienced having people take advantage of your lack of knowledge in the past, and now you're somebody who has a whole lot of knowledge and you don't forsake it. Okay. Two of Voices. You're not ashamed of it. You're not hiding it. Yep. Two of Swords here. So even though you guys are still very sweet and kind, again, you're somebody who feels empowered by your knowledge. You feel empowered by your education. You feel empowered by your moral compass. You feel empowered by your growth, okay, your ability to overcome some tough challenges that you've overcame, and you're not defeated by it. You're not resorting to things just to cope with it. You've overcame coping mechanisms. All of those, you know, all of those potential avenues that you were supposed to fall into or get stuck in. You get what I'm saying? Just based off the trauma that you've experienced. Okay? So it's like people are trying to digest who you are, basically. Like, they love you. They love who you are, but it's a lot to digest because you're a mirror. You're like a divine mirror. So you could be mirroring something to them that, you know, makes them feel like a little, and it's, again, it's not personal to you. Half the time it's not even personal to them, you know, in a sense of them trying to make you feel some type of way, or something shady. That's not always the case, but you're still a divine mirror. We're all mirrors, okay? People see things and they look at you, they see things that they don't want to do, they want to do, you know, they want to be like, they don't want to be like, vice versa. That's literally all it is, okay? And I knew I was channeling Leo energy because then you have the Strength card. And we're going to close out this read here. But yeah, so with the Strength card. Something about you taming your inner beast. It's not that the beast isn't there, you know, but the beast is very tamed. Like, for example, something that may appear somewhat threatening can run up on the beast, but it's like, it's not just gonna make the beast just act out type stuff. Like, the bull might get electrocuted, you know, but it's like he's kind of desensitized to the threats and the scare tactics and stuff, you know, so he's thinking more strategically, you know. So just something about a little more patience, or being slow to act, being slow to anger. Like that's something you've literally grown into over these different versions of yourself. That's something that's been developed over time. Okay. So this is, also reflected into why you're not bothered by people having their narratives. Like whether they, decide they want to combat your truth. Like when you tell them, oh no, that's not what it is. This is actually what it is. And they try to combat what you literally telling them the truth. You guys are not falling into that no more. You're kind of just like, okay, whatever, Oh, cool. If you say anything at all, some of you guys are not saying anything at all, Some of you guys are reassure the person like, no, actually, this is just me, If you didn't do anything directly, you have nothing to worry about, type of thing. Okay. Yep. We have the Empress energy here, the Four of Wands, awakening in reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles. Yep. So I don't know if it's something about some individuals choosing to sleep on you regardless, or sleep on the fact that you're this Empress energy that's in this strength. You're embodying the Empress energy. Okay, you're embodying strength and structure. And you're embodying God's version of abundance, regardless of what they have been led by masses to believe that abundance actually looks like, what it actually is, what it feels like, what it's like. Okay, it's like God is using you. Okay, all at the same time while you being used to carry on your purpose, like to bring good vibes and good frequency in. That nurturing and nourishing that you've learned to give to yourself, that strength and empowerment that you've learned to give to yourself or seek directly from the divine, you are still in these groups or in these environments, you still have a way of transmitting that type of energy regardless of the darkness that try to overshadow. You're seeing it from a higher perspective. You're not feeling offended and all of those things anymore. Maybe in the past, yes, but it's like you're using your power, you're using your light to alchemize the energy as much as possible. Not even as much as possible, but you're just giving, like, just being you. Like, because, yeah. Yep. Just being you. Alright, you guys. I'll see you next time.